Did Tom Cruise just humiliate the celebrity-worshipping Donald Trump? Coming up next, I have all the delightful details on the Alpha Actors reported snub of the Alpha A-hole. I'm Dan, and welcome to another Occupy Democrats report. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our reports on that a-holeness like the world has never seen before, believe me. Let's begin this report with Cruz's side of the relationship. There isn't actually much to report except for this very recent and very big clue about Tom's feelings for the Donald.
We also have news from Washington Post that Tom Cruise is rejecting a couple awards.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember earlier this week, but Donald Trump decided himself to announce honorees for the Kennedy Center Awards. This is a show that's going to be televised in December, and the honorees include Kiss, George Strait, Sylvester Stallone, and Gloria Gaynor, of course, Tom Cruise. Well, it's come out recently that Tom Cruise will not be attending the ceremony. Sources are telling this. We don't know this for sure, but sources are saying that he will not be attending this ceremony or wanting to receive this award from Donald Trump due to scheduling conflicts. So whether you believe that's true or not.
And what about the Donald's feelings for the Tom? Like everything else about Trump, it gets weird. Broken record weird. Have a look, and on the other side, I'll show you how Cruz just broke Trump's celebrity-worshipping heart.
When I became president, I had a meeting at the Pentagon with lots of generals. They were like from a movie. Better looking than Tom Cruise and stronger. A man got up, great guy, looked as good or better than Tom Cruise, and you know what I'm talking about. They're better looking than Tom Cruise, and we know they can fight better, and we know they can fly better. They were all like Tom Cruise. You couldn't get better central casting.
Honestly, they're better looking than Tom Cruise, okay? The face is equal, maybe slightly better. The body's bigger and stronger.
You look like Tom Cruise, but maybe better. A little taller and a little stronger. A couple of them looked better than Tom Cruise. They're just tougher. And taller. Better than Tom Cruise. But when the pilots came to see me, and I gave them a medal, all of them, there were a lot of handsome people. They looked like Tom Cruise, actually. It was very good casting. But I like Tom Cruise, the last of our movie stars, probably. I went to the office and I met them, and they're all great-looking guys. They look like Tom Cruise. Actually, they look like Tom Cruise. But they're all great-looking guys. I would have said Tom Cruise, but, he called me about something recently. He was such a nice guy. I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying.
So let me get this straight. Tom just calls you when he needs something. Let's see if the compulsive lying Trump story checks out with this Page 6 article.
Tom Cruise didn't want to ask Donald Trump for a favor to get his outer space movie off ground. Tom Cruise didn't want to ask Donald Trump for a favor to help his ambitious outer space movie blast off, sources tell Page 6. It's perhaps the latest instance of how Trump can get movies made these days, and how Cruise is allegedly reluctant to court the commander-in-chief. Back in 2020, Deadline reported that the Mission Impossible star was aiming to shoot a film in outer space with his Edge of Tomorrow director Doug Liman and cooperation from SpaceX and NASA. 5 years later, an insider familiar with the filmmakers told Page 6 of the ambitious project. From what I understand, they would need NASA coordination to do the movie, and supposedly Tom Cruise did not want to ask Donald Trump for a favor. You'd need permission from the federal government. The source added, Tom didn't want to ask for political reasons. Cruise has stayed largely apolitical over the years, and the source said he did not want to alienate fans by starting now. The Washington Post reported earlier this year that Cruise turned down a recent 2025 Kennedy Center honor from Trump, citing scheduling conflicts. In a surreal twist, Trump's approval has become a vehicle to greenlight films in Hollywood. The Prez reportedly pushed his billionaire buddy Larry Ellison to revive Brett Ratner's Rush Hour franchise starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The movie will reportedly be distributed by Paramount, headed by the tech mogul's son, David Ellison, who was in the hunt to buy the movie series license holder Warner Bros. Discovery. Ratner, who also directed X-Men: The Last Stand, was shunned from Hollywood after 6 women accused him of sexual misconduct in 2017, but he's managed to claw his way back into the film biz by making First Lady Melania Trump's $40 million Amazon documentary.
Those are just the highlights. For the full story, visit page6.com. Tom Cruise snubbing Donald Trump is another signal of how radioactive Donald Trump has become. The Trump political brand is so toxic and so polarizing that the biggest action star on earth would not risk even a whisper of association. Donald Trump desperately wants Hollywood to need him and grovel before him, so Cruise saying, "Nah, I'm good," is a satisfying slap in the face. In a movie-making world where the likes of Jeff Bezos, Sylvester Stallone, and Mel Gibson have kissed the ring, count Cruise as one of the few good men.